The pursuit of a meaningful life is an enduring journey, a path marked by the steady cultivation of three fundamental qualities: focus, discipline, and the art of self-mastery. These qualities are not mere tools for achieving fleeting success. They are the very foundation upon which inner peace and true fulfillment rest. In a world filled with distractions, temptations, and the ceaseless turbulence of fate, the Stoic approach teaches us that the ability to maintain unwavering focus on what truly matters, to endure challenges with discipline, and to govern ourselves with wisdom, is what distinguishes the Stoic from the chaotic crowd. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." These words hold profound truth. True freedom is not derived from external circumstances, but from within. It is the strength to control one's thoughts, emotions, and actions, regardless of what happens in the world around us. To be truly free, we must cultivate the ability to focus amid the chaos, discipline ourselves in the face of adversity, and master our impulses through reason. This is the Stoic way. Living as a Stoic does not mean rejecting the pleasures of life or avoiding suffering. Rather, it is about embracing each moment with purpose and clarity, committing ourselves to self-improvement and continuously refining our character. It is a commitment to virtue over temporary pleasure and to the pursuit of wisdom over ignorance. Through this journey, we develop resilience, cultivate wisdom, and discover the deep peace that comes from mastering ourselves. Are you ready to embark on this path of self-mastery? If so, affirm it within yourself. Say, "I am ready," and let us move forward together. The power of focus, mastering the mind in a world of distractions. To live as a Stoic, focus is not simply a skill, it is the very essence of Stoic living. It is the core of our ability to direct the mind toward what truly matters. Focus is the art of disciplining our attention, of choosing to align our mental energy with our purpose and values, rather than being swept away by the many distractions that surround us. The great Stoic emperor, Marcus Aurelius, wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What Marcus Aurelius teaches us is that the foundation of a meaningful life begins with mastering our minds. Focus gives us the strength to navigate the storms of life with calm and clarity. We cannot control everything that happens around us, but we can control where we direct our attention. By consciously deciding where to focus, we unlock the power to create a life of purpose and meaning. Studies suggest that dedicating even 17 minutes a day to intentional focus practices, such as mindfulness or meditation, can rewire the brain, improving both concentration and resilience. These short bursts of focused mental practice help to counteract the effects of distractions, recalibrate our minds, and increase our ability to live in the present moment. But mastering focus is not without challenges. One such challenge is what psychologists refer to as attentional blink. This phenomenon occurs when the brain, overly fixated on a single task or detail, misses other important information. This is common in individuals with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, who are often misunderstood as lacking attention when, in fact, they can experience extreme focus on specific stimuli. The key takeaway here is that, like any skill, focus requires balance. We must train ourselves to avoid becoming too fixated on trivial matters while still keeping an eye on the bigger picture. A Stoic practice that aligns perfectly with the cultivation of focus is called open monitoring. This technique requires us to broaden our attention, allowing us to take in multiple aspects of a situation, instead of concentrating on just one narrow detail. Think of standing on the edge of a vast canyon. If you focus only on a single rock or tree in the distance, you miss the breathtaking grandeur of the entire landscape. Similarly, in life, When we become fixated on one small aspect, whether it be a fleeting problem or a short-term setback, we fail to see the broader context. By learning to shift our attention and view situations from a wider perspective, we make better, more informed decisions. Stoics embrace this idea by constantly reminding themselves of the larger picture, life's interconnectedness, and the vast array of experiences that contribute to our growth. One powerful way to strengthen focus is through introspection. By tuning in to the sensations within our bodies, such as our breath or subtle muscle tension, we deepen our awareness of the present moment. This practice, akin to strengthening a fortress, solidifies the mind, making it more resistant to external disturbances. When we cultivate the ability to focus inward, we develop the clarity needed to face the world outside with calmness and wisdom. The role of nature in focus. The Stoics often turn to nature as a source of reflection and mindfulness. Imagine stepping into a garden after a long day. The pressures of work or life momentarily fade away as you become fully present with nature. Tending to plants requires your full attention, and with each movement, pruning a branch, feeling the soil beneath your fingers, you are reminded of the importance of focusing on the present. It is here, in the quiet simplicity of nature, that we experience the Stoic truth. The act of focusing allows the mind to clear, our thoughts to settle, and our actions to become harmonious with our surroundings. Nature provides us with the perfect environment to practice mindfulness. Whether we are tending to a garden, walking through a forest, or simply sitting outside, we learn to immerse ourselves in the present. This practice of focused attention brings us into alignment with the Stoic ideal of living according to nature, where each action, no matter how small, becomes an opportunity for self-improvement and self-awareness. By connecting with nature, we can recalibrate our minds and redirect our focus toward what truly matters. Discipline, the Stoics' path to resilience. Discipline is the bedrock of Stoic philosophy. It is not merely about adhering to rigid rules or imposing punishment on oneself, but rather about developing the self-control necessary to act in alignment with our highest values. A Stoic does not shy away from hardship or seek comfort in fleeting pleasures. Instead, they embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth. The great Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." For Seneca, true discipline is about using the time we have wisely, choosing not to squander it on trivial distractions or indulgences. Discipline is the ability to endure difficulties without complaint, to resist temptations that pull us away from our goals, and to remain steadfast in our pursuit of virtue. The Stoic view of discipline extends beyond the physical realm. It is not just about controlling our actions, it is also about controlling our thoughts, emotions, and impulses. We must learn to act not according to instinct or external pressure, but based on reason and reflection. In the modern world, where instant gratification is often just a click away, developing discipline is more important than ever. The distractions we face, from social media notifications, one practical way to develop discipline is through the practice of intentional restraint. This involves consciously choosing to say no to things that do not align with our goals or values. For example, when tempted by distractions or indulgences, a Stoic might pause and ask themselves, "Will this action help me grow as a person?" If the answer is no, they exercise the discipline to walk away, knowing that their commitment to self-improvement is far more valuable than the fleeting pleasure of the moment. Additionally, practicing gratitude is a key component of Stoic discipline. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, we remind ourselves of what we have rather than focusing on what we lack. This simple practice shifts our mindset from one of scarcity to abundance, reinforcing the discipline to appreciate the present moment and live with contentment. Resilience through discipline. Stoicism teaches that suffering and hardship are inevitable, but it is through discipline that we build resilience. By embracing discomfort, we strengthen our inner fortitude. It is this Stoic principle that helps us withstand the trials and tribulations of life. Every challenge is an opportunity to exercise our discipline, whether it's enduring a difficult work situation, overcoming personal loss, or resisting the temptation to abandon our principles in favor of immediate pleasure. The Stoic response is to remain steady, grounded in our values, and disciplined in our actions. Self-mastery, the Stoics' greatest triumph. Ultimately, the goal of Stoic philosophy is to achieve self-mastery. This is not a state of perfection or the complete absence of imperfection, but rather the continuous pursuit of growth, self-awareness, and control over one's desires and actions. Self-mastery is the art of governing oneself with wisdom, reason, and integrity, and it is the path to true freedom. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." To achieve self-mastery, we must first understand that we cannot control external events, only how we respond to them. The Stoic embraces this truth and learns to govern their responses with reason. Rather than reacting impulsively or emotionally to life's challenges, they practice calm deliberation, taking the time to reflect before acting. This practice of mindful response, rather than reaction, is a cornerstone of self-mastery. Another aspect of self-mastery is emotional regulation. Stoics believe that emotions, though natural, should not control us. We can experience emotions without being ruled by them. Through mindfulness and self-awareness, we can recognize when we are being driven by irrational thoughts or feelings, and consciously choose to align our actions with our reasoned principles. Self-mastery is also about the continuous refinement of character. It is the commitment to becoming the best version of oneself through ongoing self-reflection and learning. A Stoic recognizes that there is always room for improvement and that the pursuit of virtue is a lifelong endeavor. In this sense, self-mastery is not a destination, but a journey, a path that, when followed with dedication and integrity, leads to greater wisdom, peace, and fulfillment. Self-mastery through reflection. One of the most powerful tools in achieving self-mastery is the practice of daily reflection. The Stoics were known for their habit of journaling or reflecting on their actions and thoughts each day. This practice not only allows us to track our progress, but also helps us recognize areas where we can improve. By taking time at the end of each day to reflect on our actions, thoughts, and emotions, we can identify moments where we were not in control or where we acted impulsively. This self-awareness is the first step toward change. Through continuous reflection and self-examination, we become more aware of our tendencies, impulses, and emotions, giving us the tools to master them. Conclusion: the Stoic path to lasting peace. In the end, the Stoic journey is one of transformation. It is a commitment to live with focus, discipline, and self-mastery, cultivating the inner strength to remain calm amidst chaos and the wisdom to act with virtue in all circumstances.